Today I'm going to talk about coherence healings with you. Now, if you don't know what a coherence healing is, that's when you are healed by someone else. So if you've been doing the work and you just kind of feel a little stuck, sometimes it helps to have a little extra help. And that's where coherence healing comes in. Now, they do have on Dr. Joe's website, they have coherence healings, which are remote coherence healings, which you can actually access for free. Now, what that is you just are in the comfort of your own home, and other people will come and they'll be in their home, and they will find you in the universe, and they will send you healing energy. I know it sounds crazy. But also, if you go to an advanced follow-up retreat with Dr. Joe, he teaches you how to do these coherence healings. So let's say you've got one coming up and you're wanting to get healed, but you don't know if you've gotten chosen yet. Well, I didn't hear about it until I got to the event. Some people I think might hear before, but I think most people don't hear until they get to the event and you go to check-in. Most of the time they put a little sticker onto your badge and it shows that you're a Healee. A Healee is the person that's going to get healed. And if you're not a Healee, then you are a healer. They don't tell you if you're a healer. You're just, everybody else is a healer. So let's say you don't get chosen. So that was me. I went to my first event and I was very sick, have a lot of health issues, and I was really, really, really hoping I would get chosen to be healed. And so I get there and I don't really know, I hadn't heard anything, and I had kind of heard, well, you'll get an email or something like that. And then like this one lady that was sitting next to me, somebody came and said, oh, you're going to be a Healee. And then both my husband and I were like, I'm sorry to sound selfish. We're like, well, what's wrong with her? Kind of being selfish, like, well, why is she getting chosen, not me? Because here we're thinking, people that need to get healed are really sick and they should look sick, or, something like that. But what I realized is everybody needs healing. Everybody needs healing. I mean, even if you're not sick, but everybody's got emotional stuff that there's inside of them that can be healed. That's stuff that can be healed too. So if you want to sign up for healing too, just to get rid of some emotional baggage you have, that can help. So now you don't want to... when you get there, they tell you that it's randomized. They just have a computer randomly pick, and I guess you could say they leave it up to the universe to pick. And so I was like, yeah, okay, well, I still am upset I didn't get chosen. But I guess you could say I was very selfish about it because I was really, really wanting to get it. And at the very last minute, they said, okay, well, we're about to do the next healing, or the first healing. And if you haven't heard, then you're not a Healee. And I was like, oh, man, I didn't hear. And so they said, check your email or whatever. So I checked my email real quick, and I looked at my husband. I said, no. I said, oh, well, I guess that other people deserved it. And like 15 seconds later, some lady comes up the aisle looking for me. And I was the very last Healee that was to be chosen. And I started crying. I was like, are you kidding me? And then I get into the room where all the other Healees are, and I'm feeling like, I shouldn't be here. Someone else should be in my place. Go get somebody else that deserves it more. So I think that the universe was waiting for me to feel that I don't know, that not that I deserved to be healed, because that's selfish, but that I was okay if I wasn't, and that someone else deserved. I was not being selfish. And then it was just like all of a sudden. I mean, what's weird is that they were already coming down the aisle, but it's still like I had that realization. It's almost like the universe knew that I had to do that first, but they knew I was going to do it. I don't know. That's what I want to tell myself. But anyway, so if you are chosen to be a Healee, you feel pressure. You feel the biggest thing that they talk about, and they have little meetings beforehand to kind of talk about it. You need to feel worthy to receive, but I think a lot of people struggle with that, and I've talked to other people, and they don't feel worthy to receive, but you need to try to feel. Everybody's worthy to receive that. The divine wants you to be healed. He wants you to be perfect, and because then if you're perfect, you can help others. And so you need to feel worthy to receive. And so what they have you do is they have you set an intention. And so when you set that intention, it can be specific, like I want my cancer to go away, or I want to be able to walk, I talked to this one lady. She was like, I just want to be able to walk on my own, or, you know, walk from here to there without any assistance. And I said, shoot for the stars. I said, say that you want to go climb a mountain or something. She's like, you know, I do really like hiking and I want to do that. So she's like, okay. She wanted to set her intention even higher because that made her just really want it more. Mine, I have so many just different things. I can't be specific, like, oh, I want my breast lumps gone. I want my Lyme disease gone. I want my irritable. I was like too much. And so I just said, I want to feel, I think I said I wanted to be whole in my body, mind, and spirit. That's all that I had asked for. And so I don't want to get into too many details, but basically you lay down and they'll have random people come in there and come and around you, and then they're going to send you their love. So this is where you as a healer, now if you are a healer, Dr. Joe prepares you ahead of time outside of the arena and gets your heart ready. That's all you're doing, is getting your heart ready to send somebody love. And so I know me as the second one, I almost felt more pressure as a healer, like, oh my goodness, I've got to try to heal somebody. I felt pressure to heal somebody. But then you also feel pressure as a Healee, like, I want to feel like I can perform, so these people sending me love feel like they've done something. So there's kind of pressure both ways. So they've measured the energy in the room during these Coherence healings, and it's just like off the chart. It's crazy. And they've done, if you go to an event, he'll show you how they measure the energy, and just the energy coming out from people's hands. All it is love. They don't know. You don't know. If you're a healer, you don't know what's wrong with that person in front of you. You don't know what they want healed. All you're doing is sending them love. But the energy in the room is so big. He says that even if you are not a Healee, people have been healed. He's shown some testimonies of people where they're like, yeah, I was just a healer, and then after the Coherence healing, I could hear again, or, you know, my intestines felt better, or I could, you know, just different things like that. They got healed just from being a healer, because there's so much energy going around in the room. So don't feel like if you don't get chosen as a Healee, you won't get healed. And he even will talk about that. But my most amazing experiences doing this Dr. Joe's work were during Coherence healings. So my Coherence healings, you can watch my testimony if you want to know all the details, but basically I connected with divine. I felt the greatest love I'd ever felt. It's a lot more intense than what I'm talking about here, but oh my goodness, it is indescribable. A man in my group even saw and sensed and felt everything that I felt. And now going into being a healer, my second time around at an event, I was a healer, and that one, I know it may sound crazy to you, but I saw angels. I saw angels come out of these people's head. I have another video about that if you would like to watch that. I just saw these angels, and it was very clear. They had feathers and everything on them. I don't know how else to describe the Coherence healings. It's probably my favorite part of the event. I just, even before it, I just start to shake with so much energy, just because I don't know what it is. It's just like, I guess because our purpose here on earth is to help others and share love and connect with others, and this is our opportunity to do that. And it's just so amazing. Now, if you go to an advanced retreat, afterwards you have access to this one Facebook group called Coheal International. And if you were really into the healing, you have a chance to go into that group, and they will do Zoom meetings where they will heal people, I think like 3 times a week or more maybe, I don't know, where you can have a chance to actually do the remote healing. Now that is crazy. You are just sensing somebody somewhere out there in the world. All you have is a picture of this person. But my husband and I did that, and it was very weird that we don't know these people. And we both found them, and our experiences were that we both sensed the same emotions or feelings or dark energies around these people. Now, if you don't normally get somewhere in your meditations, for some reason, I think because your energy is connected with these other people, it boosts your energy. And you, like my husband, when he did these coherence healings, he sensed so much more than he would just meditating himself. So it was just amazing how we can connect with people like that. And like I said, if you can't make it to an event to have this experience, then go online to his website, and it's free to sign up for Coherence Healing if you need that extra little boost. Now, don't just count on people to heal you, and don't get disappointed if you don't get healed. If you are not healed, I'm sorry to say, that might be a little bit in you, not being open enough and not being ready. You're struggling with something still. That's why you hear of these people where it's just like they're instantly healed, and you're like, I've been doing this for 2 years and I'm not healed. What's the deal? It's something you need to find inside yourself. But if you believe, then you can be healed. We also have another video where my husband and I, since we had already practiced doing this coherence healing in that one group, we kind of knew how to do it. And just like one night, his friend had called, and he's like, I got this tumor on my lung. And then my husband's like, oh my goodness, you gotta wait a couple weeks or whatever to get into these coherence healings. We got to do something. So we just talked to a couple of other friends and just kind of did it on our own. And this man's tumor just went away. He's not even Dr. Joe follower. He just said, I believe this thing can just disappear. So we just told him we were going to do an intense prayer session for him, and told him, lay down and we'll pray from you from afar. And he was healed. So he's not even meditating and focusing on the work, but all he had to do was believe. And so I think that is the bottom line, is that you need to truly believe to get healed. And if you get that belief inside of you, then you will be healed. And the coherence healings is just those people giving you that extra little boost that you need to get you where you need. And when you're in there, you can feel the energy. And so some of that is that you may not have that full belief inside of you, but once you start sensing the energy from the people and the love from people, like I said, I so connected that it was like, oh, wow. I wasn't like trying. I guess I had some belief in me, obviously, but it wasn't like, I believe. It wasn't anything like that. It was just deep inside of me somewhere. I guess I believed enough and I connected. And once I felt that energy from the people, then it was like, just something happened.